By the way, Meesho stands for Mary Shop, which is we wanted everyone to give their own shop, every small business to give their own shop.
Hi everybody, Meesho has just pulled off a miracle. But before I tell you about the miracle, listen to what Deepinder said about profitability in the food delivery space.
Let's say 200 rupees total spend of customer.
200 रुपए वाले ऑर्डर पे पैसा नहीं बनता हमारा.
Okay.
If you look at this chart, Amazon has an average order value of 1000 to 1200 rupees. Flipkart has an average order value of 1800 rupees. And Meesho is nowhere close. They have an average order value of just 269 rupees. And even though they ship products all across the country, they barely charge an average delivery fee of just 37 rupees. And somehow they've become operationally profitable.
E-commerce startup Meesho has posted a profit for the first time ever.
It is one of the most downloaded apps in the country, and of course this is a milestone.
We have grown at a very good pace. Our NMV grew by about 44%, orders grew north of 50%. So we're still growing our base really fast while we are already the largest in India in terms of orders as well as annual transacting users.
This is absolutely shocking because you just saw Deepinder Goyal say that they struggle to make money delivering from a restaurant which is barely 10 to 15 kilometers away. So the question is, how on earth is Meesho supposed to make money by shipping a product that is half the value of Zomato and hundreds of kilometers across the country? And that is the billion-dollar question that we're going to decode today. So, in this episode, we're going to answer 3 important questions. Why is Meesho still stuck with a cheap order value of just 269 rupees? How on earth are they shipping products all across the country at an average delivery fee of just 37 rupees? And is this really a crazy strategy or just a marketing gimmick right before the IPO? Also guys, this video is not sponsored by Meesho and it has nothing to do with the IPO. Before investing in the IPO, do read the DRHP and do not trust anyone giving financial advice about IPOs. If this is clear, let's get started. People, this video has required a lot of time and research, and it was only made possible because of Odoo. People, in today's world, having an online presence is key to success. Whether you're selling fashion, electronics, or unique handmade products, Odoo helps you build an e-commerce store that is easy to manage and it is designed for growth. With Odoo, you can launch your e-commerce store in no time. Their website configurator guides you through 4 simple steps. From setting up the store and product page structure to customizing it with a simple drag and drop feature, no technical experience is required at all. Once your site is up, adding products is very simple. Quickly create your first products by entering key details like the name, price, and any variants, whether it's sizes, colors, or styles. Your customers will have the absolute flexibility to choose exactly what they want, all in just a few clicks. With Odoo's e-commerce catalog, you can organize your products effortlessly. The shop page template will let you showcase your products in the best way possible. In fact, with the shop filter, finding the right product has never been easier. And that's not all. Odoo e-commerce also comes with upselling and cross-selling functionalities, product ribbons, integrated AI to help with content, SEO optimizer, catalog linking to social media, and even Google Merchant Center. And the best part is that Odoo offers you the first app for free for life, including unlimited hosting and support. You will even get a personalized domain name free for 1 full year. So what are you waiting for, guys? Start building your e-commerce empire today with Odoo. It's the perfect platform to grow your business and boost your sales. So click the link in the description to get started with Odoo today. To understand Meesho's success, you must first understand the gold mine that they're operating in and why exactly is their average order value so low at just 269 rupees. As we all know by now, India is a function of 3 distinct economies. If you look at this chart, India 1 has 12 crore people with an average income of 12.75 lakhs per person. India 2 has a population of 30 crore people with an average per capita income of 2.55 lakh rupees. Whereas India 3 has a population of 100 crore people with an average income of just 85,000 rupees and below. Let's call India 1 as India A and this group of India 2 and India 3 as India B. Now, if you look at e-commerce shoppers, you will see 2 distinct types of shoppers. India A is a brand conscious India. They would pay a premium for a 1-day delivery or even a 10-minute delivery. Whereas India 2 and India 3, they behave very differently as compared to India 1. Their shopping is discovery led, and this India doesn't care about brands at all. All they care about is value for money. More importantly, Meesho also observed that these shoppers are also extraordinarily patient. So they will spend hours searching for a great deal, and they will happily wait 5 to 7 days just to save 50 rupees on delivery. So India B will buy unbranded regional products which are cost effective. And this could be anything from Jaipur kurti to a salwar kameez. So Meesho realized that while India A is rich, it barely represents 9% of India's population. But the rest 91%, they are value shoppers who need a catalog to find value for their money. Secondly, they spotted a gold mine in this chart. This chart compares the average selling price of branded products and unbranded products in the e-commerce space. This chart says that in fashion, the average selling price of branded products is 2.4 times expensive than unbranded products. In home furniture, branded is 3 times more expensive than unbranded. And in the beauty and personal care segment, branded is 2.2 times more expensive than unbranded. So the unbranded and value-based products, they are super cheap, they are super fast growing as a category, and the market for these products is 10 times larger than India one. That is the reason why Meesho saw this segment and this space as a gold mine opportunity. But this gold mine comes with one big problem. You have the impossible problem of delivery cost. And this will blow your mind. Like I said, Meesho's average order value is 269 rupees. Amazon stands at 1000 to 1200 and Flipkart stands at 1800 rupees. So if Flipkart or Amazon charge you a 100 rupee delivery fee, it will barely change your order by 5 to 10%. But if Meesho charges 50 rupees on a 200 rupee order, that is a 25% difference in cost. So do you realize an India B customer will simply reject the order because of the delivery fee? That is why in FY23, for every 100 rupees that Meesho earned, they were spending nearly 84 rupees just to deliver the product. And that is why they incurred very heavy losses. But this year, they have brought down this delivery fee to just 37 rupees. As a result, suddenly their losses have dropped by 93% from 1671 crores to just 108 crores. So the question is, how did they solve this cash burning problem? Well, if you look at the titans of Indian e-commerce like Amazon and Flipkart, they operate on what we call an asset-heavy model. They own warehouses, they lease the massive fulfillment centers, they own the sorting hubs, and they manage thousands of employees on their payroll. In fact, sometimes they might also lease an air fleet just to deliver their orders. Now, Meesho didn't want to compete with Amazon or Flipkart with an air fleet. Why? Because air fleet would have been very, very costly. So initially, Meesho hired third-party logistics. This included delivery, e-com express, or Shadowfax. But it did not work out because if a third-party player delivers a product at 50 rupees, they would charge Meesho 55 rupees to make a profit. So there was still room to bring down the cost. So you know what? Meesho discovered another goldmine insight. Meesho realized that in the logistics world, the most expensive thing to transport is air. You see, Shadowfax, Delivery, DHL, and all other delivery companies put together, they only make up 10% of the entire logistics sector. But the rest 90% of the logistics industry is absolutely unorganized. It consists of companies like Sharma Logistics, which only has 3 trucks. Now the catch over here is that when Sharma Logistics drives a truck from Mumbai to Pune with goods, he makes money. But when he drives back empty, he is burning fuel to transport air. Now traditional companies ignore him, and Sharma ji has no way to fill that empty return trip at all. In fact, stats say that 40% of the trucks in India travel empty on their way back. But you know what? This is where Meesho stepped in and said, Sharma ji, I will fill your empty truck, but you have to give me a discount here. And Sharma ji agreed because for him it is free money because his truck was going back empty anyways. So this allowed Meesho to negotiate prices that were mathematically impossible for the competitors. So Meesho built an insane software layer called Walmo. Now Walmo is not a logistics company. It owns 0 trucks and it owns 0 warehouses. Walmo is simply the Uber of logistics. So just like Uber doesn't own cars but simply connects drivers to riders, Walmo doesn't own logistics assets at all. Instead, it's a software layer that connects thousands of these small independent players into one massive network. This could be a local courier guy with a bike, a small trucking company with just 2 to 3 trucks, or even a local courier agency. To see the genius of this model, let's track a package. Let's say Tanisha in Mumbai orders a kurti from Rahul in Ahmedabad. Here's how the journey with Walmo will take place. Step number 1 is the first mile delivery. Rahul packs the kurti and then Raju arrives on his bike. Now Raju is not a Meesho employee. He is a Walmo pilot. So in the Blinkit model, one rider does 25 to 30 trips a day. At 1,000 rupee daily wage for 25 orders, the cost comes to 40 rupees per order. Whereas in the Walmo model, one rider might pick up 100 packets a day. So with the same 1,000 rupee daily wage for 100 orders, the cost per pickup comes down to just 10 rupees per order. This is how Raju collects the orders and drops it at a local collection point. Then comes the sorting phase. Here, Walmo captain, as in a local entrepreneur, turns his empty warehouse into a sorting hub, and he earns commissions to sort those packets out. So again, Meesho has to pay no rents for its warehouses. Then in the middle mile, the packet needs to go to Mumbai, and this is where the magic happens. And here's where Sharma ji comes in. Sharma ji is a transporter driving the truck from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. Usually he struggles to fill his truck, so Walmo software spots Sharma ji's truck and says, Sharma ji, take Tanisha's package and we will pay you a discounted rate. Sharma ji is happy because of the extra income, and Walmo is happy due to rock bottom costs. Now if you look at the difference in air cargo cost versus truck cargo cost, you will be shocked to know that while air cargo costs 80 to 120 rupees per kg, the road transportation cost is barely 15 to 20 rupees per kg. Now divide this 20 rupees across 5 parcels of 200 grams and you will realize that the mid-mile cost is barely 4 to 5 rupees per packet. And then comes the last mile. The truck reaches Mumbai to another sorting center, and from this sorting center, the software routes the packet to Deepak. Who is Deepak? Deepak is another delivery boy. He drops the package at Tanisha's hostel and earns his commission. And just like Raju, this cost might again range between 10 to 20 rupees per order delivery. So did you notice the pattern? From Raju to the captain to Sharma ji to Deepak, Walmo didn't own a single bike, a single truck or a single building. They just owned the invisible software that stitched them all together. And even with the cost we have, it barely comes to 20 to 40 rupees per parcel. And by the way, the parcels don't arrive the next day. They might take 5 to 7 days and sometimes even weeks to arrive. That is how Meesho built a miraculous software that can deliver a product all across India at an average delivery fee of just 37 rupees. Now, any reasonable skeptic would look at this chain and say, Ganesh, this looks terrifyingly fragile. You are handing a product to 5 random strangers, one flat tire, one lazy driver, and the chain will break. So how is this even viable, and how are you supposed to provide world-class customer experience? Well, you're right. That is the risk that Meesho has decided to face. You see, delivering to a remote pin code isn't efficient, it is a logistical nightmare. So if a local partner in a village decides to shut shop, or if they can't handle Diwali rush, Walmo might fail in that pin code and Meesho might face capacity shortfall. Now Meesho does reroute its parcel in case of a goof up, but that is the risk that any e-commerce company has to face. That is why, despite handling 62% of orders, Meesho is still forced to rely on external giants like Shadowfax for difficult deliveries. They simply cannot control the quality or speed in every single pin code because of this exact same reason. Secondly, there's a financial risk. Meesho targets value commerce, but when you sell low ticket items with an average order value of just 269 rupees, it leaves you zero margin for error. Amazon can afford a mistake because their high commissions can cushion them. But for Meesho, if fuel prices go by 5 rupees, the profits will come down. If labor unions demand higher wages, the profits will come down. If a customer returns a product due to a delay, the profit could be gone. Because Meesho is playing a volume game with razor-thin margins, and even a tiny external shock can turn their operational profit back into a massive loss. So while Walmo is a brilliant solution for today, it is an incredibly fragile system which needs to serve the test of time. That is Meesho's incredible rise in this hyper-competitive market of India. Now you tell me, what did you learn from the case study of Meesho? I will attach both the DRHP and the study materials in the description. Have a look at it and I think you will fall in love with the logistical efficiency of Meesho. That's all from my side for today, guys. If you learned something valuable, please make sure to hit the like button in order to make YouTube Baba happy. And for more such insightful business and political case studies, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.